Hey folks, I started growing peach trees or planted peach trees back in, I think it was 2014. And I say peach trees, but they were nothing more than um, seedlings, basically twigs, maybe maybe 3 or 4 feet tall, like twigs, little thin, skinny branches. And I planted multiple fruit trees, different varieties of fruits, but I'm focusing on highlighting my peach trees, or some of my peach trees today, particularly some of the Ruby Prince peach trees, because we have gotten into harvesting season. I think it's not even summer yet. I think it's still springtime, and so I'm just gonna show you some different things, or tell you some different things about the Ruby Prince peaches that I'm harvesting, and maybe show you a couple things that you can do with peaches, such as canning them, preserving them in jars, and also from maybe a previous harvest, maybe a couple of the peach pies. All right, let's go. It's peach harvesting time. Actually, I'm maybe a couple days, maybe even more, behind when I should have started harvesting these peaches, because some of them are getting past the um, peak ripeness, and maybe some of them I'll have to call out and sift out that are maybe more ripe or than I want them. But there's plenty of good peaches on here. Now, these are a whole nother level, a whole nother dimension beyond, above, or whatever you want to term you want to use, beyond organic. These are, I prefer these over organic. Now, not that organic is bad necessarily, but let me give you a tip here. Listen to this tip, because you may not hear this anywhere else. You need to know this. Organic does not mean they have not used any, you know, pesticides or anything on them. I learned this many years ago watching a documentary that, and you can look this up, Google this, organic, certified organic or classified organic, those growers, they can use various things to kill the bugs, toxic substances that will kill the bugs or dissuade the bugs, but they just have to use things that occur naturally. Now, there's a lot of things naturally that'll kill you. So, you know, maybe the organics you're buying are okay, maybe not, but you need to know organic does not mean that they're uh, not ever using anything on their fruit trees. I say these are a different dimension, another level, because the only thing I, I'm using, or I shouldn't say I'm using, God sends the rain and the sunshine, and that's what's being put on these trees, the rain from the sky and the sunshine. And so many may have the question, what are the little bags, the little mesh bags on the fruit? They're organza bags. Here's another tip. The squirrels, deers, and other things, they love this sweet fruit. And so we put the organza bags. They're what you see if you go to a wedding and maybe you get party favors, little candy coated almonds and nuts. They put them in a mesh bag that's called organza, that material. So if you want to protect your fruit and do what I'm doing, you can use those bags. I mean, if you get them in bulk, they are pennies a piece, and you can use them from year to year if you just keep them from getting dirty, and you probably can even wash them if some of them get dirty, and so that's what you're seeing on these fruit trees. So not all of the fruit trees are ready, but the first I think the first four of my peach trees are ready. So here's the thing. Um, those of you that are spending boatloads of money at I won't name any names, but maybe you're in the celebrity rich folks area and you're paying out the nose for the fruit, thinking you're getting the best of the best. Well, there's another level, a whole nother dimension that you can get into, and that is not even, I don't even call mine organic because I'm not using natural pesticides or synthetic pesticides, just the sun and the rain, and putting little mesh bags on the fruit to protect them from the natural life eating the fruit. So let me get busy and I'll try to show you an example of one of the peaches that are ready on the first few trees that are ready. We've got other fruit, but usually my peaches, these are ruby ruby prince. I've got at least a couple different types of fruit trees, uh, a couple different types of peach trees. I got more than a couple fruit trees. I got various fruit trees that will be harvesting this year, and I'll try to keep you updated on that. But these are ruby prints, and so I need to get busy and start picking. Let's see how this peach tastes here. Mmm, that's sweetness, goodness, sweet goodness. Mmm, mmm. Ooh, that is juicy. Hmm. Okay, these are the Ruby Prince peaches cut up and just started to let them sit on the stove on sort of a low temperature. I'm going to try to gradually get these to come to sort of a more to like a jam texture, kind of just really just kind of get to a thickness and break down the pieces into a thickness. I just started adding a little sugar. I want to show you this before I added all the sugar I'm going to add. I've got a 5-pound bag. I may use most of that into this pot. Then I'll probably add some lemon concentrate in this for taste, and also I think it'll help the color stay from getting too dark. Preparing this to do a little bit of jam, peach jam from the peach trees that have come to ripeness first. Not all the peaches we have this year, but just sort of the first go round. This year we'll probably not have as many as last year and year before, but we've got a variety of other fruit trees as well. May do some preserving, making jams from those as well. Maybe some apple, maybe some pear. I've got two different types of pears. Got some plum trees that are very young. Those are my youngest trees. Not a lot of plums so far, but the plums we've gotten so far are delicious. I've got 6 different varieties of plum. Okay, so I've added maybe about half of the 5-pound bag of sugar so far. We'll cook this down, and I really kind of do things to taste. So we'll mix in this 2 to 3 pounds of sugar that I've added so far. Let it cook down so that we get sort of a jam texture. Even maybe before that, I'll add some lemon concentrates and taste it, and just keep cooking this down. It'll start to break down and becoming more, a thick, sticky substance. warm buttered toast. But we can make this even better. We added some peach jam to this buttered toast, and note that this peach jam I made right here on my homestead from some of my peach trees that I grow naturally. No pesticides, synthetic nor organic, nothing, none of that stuff is used. So these are better than organic peaches that I use to make this delicious peach jam. And I'm going to enjoy this.